What a game that was from Chelsea, beating Southampton 5-1 at their ground. And to be honest, the scoreline could have been even bigger if we were more clinical. And it also got me very happy now that Maresca has truly gotten acknowledged. Chelsea is truly back, and good things will come in the future. Chelsea fans were singing "We are back." They were singing Maresca's name, and when you're singing a manager's name, it tells you that the fans has respect for you now, and that you have won them over to your side. He has definitely won me to his side, and it was a long time ago we had Chelsea fans singing praise for their manager. Last time it was Tuchel, and it was a long time ago we Chelsea fans had this belief to 110% behind the manager and his ideas. First talking point from this game is that Maresca-Ball is on fire. He has really accelerated the way we have learned his style of play, because we hired him for just 6 months ago, and I never thought, a lot of people never thought we would see us playing this well this early. Of course, we had ups and downs this season, but that is understandable because we have another new manager and we're learning his style of play, but the players is just building massive chemistry with each other. They're learning his way of playing really fast, and you can see the results. I feel like every game we're going into now, we can literally beat anyone. And that tells you all you need to know in which state we are in. And what also makes us so dangerous on the Maresca-Ball is that our attacks is so fluid, and we can both keep possession, dominate it, play through the opposition press, but we can also go on quick counterattacks when we have the opportunity to do so. We can also have multiple players being inside the box, and we can also have more directness to the game and not only pass backwards and sideways. And that allows us to really break down the opposition defense. And I'm really impressed by Maresca, how intelligent he is in terms of that he can make a few tweaks every game depending on the opponents we're facing. And I think that is really key to be unpredictable to your opponents. One example of that is usually we're having a makeshift back three, but in this game we didn't really have that because Southampton put up a 5-4-1 lineup and they only had one attacker, and that meant that instead of having 3 centre backs making a makeshift back three against 1 forward, Maresca adapted and he stuck another player out on the wing and forced the overload on the left hand side by having Cucurella moving up and down there. That meant João Felix can come inside and act more as an inside forward and have more threat coming closer to the box. It allowed us to overload the left hand side, it allowed us to overload in the final third, having more attackers attacking the box, and we could easily play through Southampton. The second talking point is going to be around the lineup, and that we made a total of 7 changes. We saw Jorgensen getting his debut in goal, and Sanchez got rested. We saw Disasi, Gusto coming into the backline, as well as Tosin. Cucurella remained in the starting 11. Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez was in the midfield, and João Felix came in, as well as Nkunku and Madueke. Palmer remained in the starting 11, and we still managed to destroy Southampton. Really smart of Maresca to play the long game here and rotate when we have the opportunity to do so, and trust our squad depth. Our squad depth is absolutely incredible. To think of that we have João Felix, Nkunku and other players to turn to when we want to rotate. I mean, it's not many teams that can do that, and that can really help you when you have games coming thick and fast, when you need to rotate. And I'm not saying you're gonna rotate the whole 11 in Premier League. That can be quite dangerous in terms of the chemistry, etc. But you have to be able to trust some of your squad players in these type of moments. I mean, we were playing against a rock bottom Southampton. that has so many weaknesses to their game that we should be able to exploit with some of our other players in this team. Why it's also important to play the long game is that when you're rotating, you're saving some players, which means they are in a lesser risk of getting injured, and they will also have more energy into the games they're gonna play in. For example, we have Tottenham on the weekend. Jackson will be full rested. Colwill will also be full rested. It's something I really like about Maresca, that he knows the right time to rotate the squad. And that will likely benefit us in the long term, because we would have saved up energy. We will have lesser players out injured when the second half of the season starts. And as we know, December have games coming thick and fast. You need to manage it wisely. Doing so, we can collect as many points as possible. Could be absolutely key in terms of perhaps being in a title race and gaining top 4 in Champions League football. My third talking point, I'm gonna mention that Madueke was my man in the match, and I thought he was a blind in our attack. He is really our goal scoring winger, and added another goal to his tally by receiving a pass, and then he was stepping in and curling it in the left bottom corner with his left foot. He also got an assist to the second goal by intercepting, being aggressive in the press, and then laying it off to Nkunku, could just place it in open net. Could honestly have had a hat-trick if he was just more clinical, because he had some really good chances in this game. And Madueke is truly developing and evolving. He has eliminated a lot of his weaknesses, so to say, in terms of sometimes before he can take too many touches, he can be indecisive in the final third, he sometimes looking down too much and not looking up. But this game, we barely saw that, and especially in the previous game he has played, and I think Madueke is really developing. The fourth talking point is going to be around Moises Caicedo. I have to show you this chart of consistency. Look at those ratings in his last games. He is rocking up over a 7 rating in basically every game he plays, and that tells you that he has consistency. In terms of finding through ball, switch ball, long passes, it's getting better and better. And he's much sharper now in his tackles and interceptions. Under Pochettino, he could be reckless. He could go into tackles with the wrong timing, but we barely seen that now. Last talking point is going to be around Jorgensen, who actually made his Premier League debut, and except from letting in a goal which wasn't his fault, he had a stunning game. I mean, his distribution out from the back in terms of short, medium, and long passes, perfect. He made some crucial saves. Southampton had some really dangerous chances inside the box, and he managed to save them as well. I just feel so calm, collected when watching Jorgensen. I got no problems. He just seems so relaxed, chill, has confidence in his abilities, and that must feel so nice for the backline, having a goalkeeper that is that calm and that you can really trust. There's some other players I was pleased with too, in terms of Axel Disasi, who hasn't had the best season defensively wise, making errors. Some of the line breaking passes he makes is fantastic, and he was also the one that scored the opening goal on a corner after just 7 minutes, and it was a fantastic accurate cross from Enzo Fernandez, and Disasi could head it home. João Felix was also brilliant. I think he got an assist, and he could also have more points into the bag. Sometimes I think he do things too much by doing flicks and back heels and those sort of stuff. If he's trying to play with more simplicity, I think he's gonna add more points to his game. Cucurella was bombing up and down. I think he was spot on. And by the way, he got his hair pulled, and Steffen's Southampton's captain got a red card. And that got me thinking, why on earth did Anthony Taylor not give Romero a red card against when we played Tottenham for 2 years ago? That tells you all you need to know about Anthony Taylor, and he's going to be the referee in the weekend when we're facing Tottenham. He's going to be Tottenham's 12th man. I'm telling you that. Kunko had a fantastic game, getting a goal and assist. Palmer was on the score sheet as well, as he usually is. So what's a normal day for Palmer and Nkunku at the office? Southampton got completely destroyed, and I'm not seeing them surviving in Premier League. So it could have been bigger if we were more clinical, but we can't ask for more in the current moment. We are completely on fire on the Maresca-Ball. If you're brand new here, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell so you never miss when the content drops, and CFCexplained is out. Bye.